Now, Pangea is very pleased to present Clearly Now.
Sitting here and feeling lonely, got my brown eyes for you only. Suddenly you turned around and smiled at me. It wasn't my imagination, had no doubts, no hesitation. When it comes to love, I wanna be. Is it real? Am I dreaming? I've been waiting like this for someone like you. I can't believe you are here with me. I got the past and I can't hide it anymore. I want the world to know, baby, you're mine. You are blowing my mind. We are two of a kind. Baby, you're really mine. Now I know what I've been missing. It's the happiest girl you're kissing. Baby, only you can make me feel like this. Is it real? Am I dreaming? I've been waiting like this for someone like you. I still can't believe you are here with me. I got the past and I can't hide it anymore. I want the world to know, baby, you're mine. You are blowing my mind. We are two of a kind. Baby, you're really mine. Baby, you're mine. You are blowing my mind. We are two of a kind. Baby, you're really mine. Is it real? Am I dreaming? I've been waiting like just for someone like you. I still can't believe you are here with me. I got the past and I can't hide it anymore. I want the world to know, baby, you're mine. You are blowing my mind. We are two of a kind. Baby, you're really mine. Baby, you're mine. You are blowing my mind. We are three of a kind. Baby, you're really mine. If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Baby, my time is too expensive, and you're not a little boy. If you are serious, don't play with my heart. It makes me furious. And if you want me to love you, well, baby, I will. You know that I will. Tell it like it is. No, don't be afraid. Let your conscience be your guide. 'Cause deep down inside of me, I know you love me, so forget your foolish pride. Life is too short to have sorrow. We may be here today and gone tomorrow. You might as well get what you want. Baby, go on and live. Baby, go on and live. Tell it like it is. No, don't be afraid. Just let your conscience be your guide. I know deep down inside of me, I know you love me. Let your conscience be your guide. Tell it like it is. This is Marky Simeone.
That's Lina Koutrakis.
And that's Sean Harkness.
We are going to let our musical director take it. Play something, Sean.
All right. Hi there, how you doing? Would you indulge me? Can I play an original piece? Thanks.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave if to change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the low. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished. I've got so much left to learn. I don't know how this river runs, but I'd like your company through every twist and turn. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on you? They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave if a change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the low. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. I won't be the only one, and I can't promise what's not written in the stars. But I believe that when it's done, we're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together. Tell me you don't wanna leave, 'cause a change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the low. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. As we go. Grow as we go.
No, thank you. No, I'm not singing. I've been on stage with these guys for almost, about a year now, right? And I don't think you can sing a ballad like that about my life and then expect me to feel all right about it, right? I don't. You know, you have to redeem yourself. Sing something that changes my mood now. You've depressed me.
But you gotta join me though.
I'll be a backup singer.
Will you?
Sean? Yeah. Okay, I feel it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it.
If you want the love of a real good man, come on and try me. I'll make you understand. Don't just look, come on and take it. 'Cause what I got, you know that you can't fake it.
If you want the love of a man, come and get it.
Oh,
If
baby,
you want the love of a man, you got to get with it.
I know you want
If you want the
it.
love of a
I
man,
know
come
you
and
need
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
If you want the love of a man, you got to get with it.
Remember, girl, I've been around the block. My legs are tired, but I won't stop. It's your turn to make a choice. Don't just sit there, girl. Stand up and raise your voice.
If you want the love of a man, come and get it.
Oh,
If you want the love of a
yeah.
man, you got to get with it.
Oh, baby.
If you want the love of a man, come and get it.
And then know my love will come tumbling down. We're playing games, beating round the bush. Yeah. All this love really needs is just to get up, push.
If you want the love of a man, come and get it. If you want the love of a man, you got to get with it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it. If you want the love of a man, you got to get with it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it. You know it. If you want the love of a man, you got to get with it. If you want the love of a man, come and get it. If you want the love of a man, you got to get with it. If you want the love of a man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm better now. How are you? How are you? We haven't said a proper hello, but we just want to get up and sing. So thank you for indulging us. We're happy to be here. We'll say that.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
We do talk.
We will talk. For those of you who know the two of us, we do talk. That wasn't a pleasant laugh, John. Phone's off the hook. No one knows where we are. Been a long time since I drank. wherever you're going, wherever you've been, waving goodbye at the end of the day. You're up and you're over, and you're far away. Always for you, and forever young. It felt just like the old days. We fell asleep on Beulah's porch. I'm gonna take it with me when I go. All broken down on the side of the road. I was never more alive or alone. I've worn the faces off all the cards. I'm gonna take it with me where I go. Children are playing at the end of the day. Strangers are singing on our lawn. Now there's got to be more than flesh and bone. All that you love, well, it's all you own. In a land, there's a town. And in the town, there's a house. And in that house, there is a woman. In that woman is a heart I love. I'm gonna take it with me when I go. I'm gonna take it with me when I
She does that to me all the time.
Okay.
Hate it. Hate it.
You know what's happening?
I know what's happening. You're getting the best of me. Okay, we ready?
I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing.
well,
time
this
to go
is
to the
here,
beach.
here, yeah.
Oh, the beach.
The beach.
Switch places with me. I can't sing certain songs in the wrong position. Well, that didn't sound good. I can do a lot of things in a lot of positions, okay?
Help.
Yes.
What's been going on? Is this the place that we do that or somewhere else?
Yeah, no.
Is this like a directorial meeting here?
Yeah, sort of. Right, right. You want to weigh in?
All right. So where were you last summer?
Oh, there we go. I was in Greece. Yes. And some people in this room were in Greece with me last year, actually, right? Mhm. I am really super lucky. I teach a performance workshop all over the place these days. And for the last 5 or 6 years, I've been able to teach it on the island of Mykonos. Nice work if you can get it. I know how lucky I am. I get to bring 10 singers with me, and I get to cherry pick them. Voice is one part of it, but heart is the other part. I get to pick who I want to come with me. So we go to this fancy, fancy beach. There's beaches everywhere, umbrellas, chairs, and music. And this is how I've decided it goes. The cheaper the beach chair, the lousier the music. So it's all this Euro techno stuff. That's what it sounds like all day long in your head, which is why you run into the water. But the more expensive the beach, and the more expensive that beach chair, the better the music. So once a year, because it costs thousands of bucks to sit on a chair, which is kind of goofy, but you gotta do it. We go to a beautiful beach called Namos, and we sit there all day long, and the music is excellent. It goes from Frank Sinatra to all kinds of ethnic music that we never hear in this country. That's really top shelf stuff. Well, we were sitting there on the beach this summer, and my girlfriends, who were the best, we were talking, and I heard something out of the corner of my ear, and I thought, wait, shh. I want to do this song when I get back with Sean and Marcus. I liked it so
She's
much.
texting us from freaking Greece.
And my response to the text was, really?
So, we're on an expensive beach, and I'm getting a tan, and you're with us.
Hey, maybe at the next show we gotta bring those little umbrellas to give everybody.
Absolutely, for this, yeah.
You know.
And charge them 50 euros for the chair.
If we're on this.
Thank you guys for indulging me. You feel it? You feel the sun? And of course I have him. Him. I'm lucky.
Sean Harkness. Tell me when will you be mine?
Now.
Tell me quando we can share a love divine. Oh my darling, tell me when. When will you say yes to me?
When will you say yes to me?
Tell me quando.
Tell me quando.
Oh, how happy we could be.
You mean happiness to me.
Oh, my darling, tell me when. Every moment today.
Every moment today.
Every day seems a lifetime.
Every day just like a lifetime.
Let me show you the way
Let me show you the way
to a joy beyond compare.
I can't wait a moment more. Tell me quando. Just say it's me that you adore.
Say it's me that you adore.
And then, darling, tell me when.
me so happy. Every moment's a day.
Every moment's a day.
Every day
Seems a lifetime.
let me show you the way.
Let me show you the way to a joy beyond compare. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee.
I can't wait a moment more.
I can't wait a moment more.
Tell me
Quando,
quando.
quando.
Say it's me that you adore.
And then, darling, tell me when. And then, darling, tell me when. Oh, my lover, tell me when. Am I 10 yet? Beautiful. You felt it though, right? I have to say something. This man, I know now in the show, you think we have a full band. That's Sean Harkness. Well, perfect timing. Play something without us.
Well, yeah, can I do another original?
Yes,
All right, this is really fun. Some of you might have heard it already, but for those who haven't, it's actually, you take inspiration where it comes. This is actually inspired by my cat. True story, and he was young and crazy. He's 13 and he still acts the same, so I guess he's really healthy. But you know, if any cat owners, you know when cats do this, they just kind of click into this certain mode and their eyes bug out and their ears go back, and they just have to tear holy hell all over the house, you know? And they're running up and down the curtains and all over the couch and knocking things over, and you don't care because it's hilarious. And I happened to have my guitar in my lap in that moment and was practicing and trying to work on some things and chase the muse and maybe write more. And I just thought to myself, okay, here's a creative challenge. Can you play that? And this is what I came up with.
And one of my favorite singer-songwriters in the whole world is Bruce Springsteen, and he said something, and I got it while you were playing. He said, I got this guitar and I'm gonna make it talk. That's what he does. He makes it talk. And you made it talk feline. That's pretty cool.
Speak a little bit.
I speak a little. So, like I said before, I'm a performance coach, which is all kinds of excellent. I never thought I would like it so much because of that thing that they say, those who can do and those who can't teach. So I went in with a big chip on my shoulder, and I love it. And the more they sing for me, the more I learn. And I know something about songs because my job is to sort of pick it apart and talk with people about it. Most songs, when you really boil them down, are stories, all kinds. Pop music, country music certainly is stories. Standards, they're all a story that we tell. And then there's a song or two that's more like a painting for me. They're kind of hard to get into when you want to present them to other people because it isn't the normal route that a singer or me would take. But it's like standing in front of a painting and just having that moment, because what was written about was just that little moment. This song was a jazz song without any words, and the story goes that Mr. Mercer was driving on an LA freeway and he heard it and he loved it and he went and wrote some words to go with it. I don't know what he was thinking, but somewhere in his vernacular, I think he knew it was just that painting. So, I guess if you will, indulge Sean and I in some visual art.
Lips were like a red ruby, warmer than the summer night. The clouds were like an alabaster palace, rising to a snowy high. Each star its own aurora borealis. Suddenly you will meet I could see the midnight sun. I can't forget the silver rain that found me. Or was that a moonlit veil? The music of the universe around me. Or was that nightingale? And then your arms miraculously found me. Suddenly, the sky turned pale. I could see the midnight sun. Was there such a night? It's a thrill I still don't quite believe. But when you were gone, there was still some stardust on my sleeve. Oh, the flame of it may dwindle to a the stars forget to shine, and we may see 'em at home in December, icy white and crystalline. But oh, my darling, always I'll remember when your lips were close to mine, and we saw the midnight sun, and we saw the midnight sun.
Here's another one of those songs that is guaranteed to lift your spirits. There you go. Because it sounded so pretty, can you do that again? What goes around comes back around. Seems that's just the way heartache falls. I learned to live without you by my side, but I pray for the day that you'd call. So why don't you lie down beside me, open your heart and confide in me. Go on and cry. Here's my shoulder. Why don't you try to imagine that I even care? Go on and cry on my cold shoulder. You left me so sad, and you hurt me so bad. It's your turn to cry, cry, cry over me. You say you made a big mistake. Yes, you did, when you threw away the love I gave. I always knew you'd come around again, looking for the love we made. Cry. Here's my shoulder. Why don't you try to imagine that I'd even care? Go on and cry on my cold shoulder. You left me so sad, and you hurt me so bad. It's your turn to cry, cry, cry. Sometimes love is overrated. It can be so hard to find a cure. But when a heartbreak is don't you try to imagine that I'd even care. Go on and cry on my shoulder. You left me so sad, and you hurt me so bad. It's your turn to cry, cry, cry over me. Cry over me.
I was gonna say, that's not a heartbreaker, that's an ass kicker. I like it. Yeah, cry. Sure. Sean,
Go
why
on.
don't you talk about this too?
This next tune is a song that I fell in love with years ago. And I had, it was on cassette. From the Beatles. I used to play it all over in my car, just back and forth until the tape fell apart. It was by a band called Frankie Beverly and Maze. Anybody remember them? Yeah. I don't know why they never popped over and became like, Earth, Wind and Fire big. I just don't know, because they were that good. They were just so fantastic. But anyway, this is a song that they wrote, Frankie Beverly wrote. It was on their Back to Basics album somewhere in the late 80s. And I find it to be an adult look at fidelity.
After the morning
Nice, Sean. Nice pick, Sean. I like songs about infidelity.
There were only a few people I wanted to sing that song to over the years, but you know.
I was gonna apologize to my boyfriend, but all right, so let's talk to you guys. Now we've decided, as we're heading out of the show, that we'd like to chat a bit. We have had a whole lot of fun together for the last year. I know Sean from a lot of different gigs, and I direct and he plays, and we've done a couple songs here and there, and I've known Marcus for a million years. I directed him a long, long time ago, and we've done a couple things here and there, but all along the way, and then we kind of got up here.
Well, we wound up starting with Blue. Well, Sean was
Our duo.
part of my band for a very long time, and we decided we were going to do something, a duo together. Actually, these
And
lovely...
I
well,
decided
actually-
I was going to direct.
Yes, you did. But no, actually, this is a perfect opportunity. I've never said this before, and we've been working together now we're going on 2 years with this show. But these guys came to my rescue at a time with the show Blue, when I was not getting up off my couch because I had lost my partner, and Lina called and said, "Look, you got to get off the couch. The best way is to do what you love to do. It's a healing thing." So I said to Sean, "Well, look, we've been talking about a duet show, a duo show, and we came up with Blue."
And then I insinuated myself in as director. I basically said, I'll help you, but you're going to do everything I say exactly when I say it, which is so much fun for me.
Which is so Lina.
And then I got up on stage and they invited me to
Right.
do an encore with them. Well, we liked that a lot, and here we are as a trio. So we've done a whole lot of having fun together. We opened... well, first of all, we won the MAC Award this past year for Best Ensemble, Major Ensemble, Sean. I'm sorry, Major Ensemble. We opened...
For season 1.
Right, for season 1.
We opened for Aerosmith.
No. He does that all the time.
Aerosmith?
No, I wish we opened for Aerosmith.
I don't know my rock bands.
But I am very, very happy that we did indeed open for Air Supply.
And we got
Air
some little
Supply's
folks
pretty good, right?
backstage.
That's
Mr. Air and Mr. Supply were both
They
backstage.
were both very nice
Speaking of our
guys.
show. Yeah, it was fun.
And what else have we done? We made a record. We went in on season 1 and made a record with Miranda Music and the lovely lady who heads that up, Kitty Scarbello, who's here. And next Saturday here at Pangea is our CD release party. So come back and, we'll throw you a CD. It's good. But
We've done a few other things too.
what else have we
were
done?
really grateful that we were asked to be part of the cabaret convention at Lincoln Center. That was really thrilling for us.
Cutting room.
We do. Well, maybe you want to explain a little bit about what we do with that.
Okay,
What
the
kind of
cutting
rock
room
thing.
is, Sean plugs in first, and he plugs in with some other musicians who he gathers who are terrific. We've done it twice. We are doing it again February 10th. It's on a Monday night at 7 o'clock because we picked the title before we picked the day. The title is Stormy Monday, and we couldn't do it on a Friday. So.
But I think what's great about
It's a blues thing.
Right, I was going to say they're very different things. This is kind of our acoustic thing. That's our plugged-in thing, and we have how many pieces on that gig? About 8. What do we have? An 8-piece? 7?
Well, we have like four bands.
Four-piece band: bass, drums, keys,
Right,
and
and then-
guitar.
But-
maybe a saxophone guest. We'll see.
And we have
Right.
guests. We have instrumental guests and singing sensations.
Yeah.
And they're great. They get up and sing a couple of numbers. We pick them. We'll tell you about them. We'll put them on the flyer. And it's a great rock and roll room. And last time we had a blast. Not just us. Everybody had a blast. So we'll see
Kathleen
if
Turner came. That was
Kathleen
cool.
Turner came to see us. So now we're trying to see if she maybe wants to.
You know who else came? KT Sullivan came.
Now
She
that's
sat in the
funny.
front row with a big hat on. You know,
Right.
I thought it was really cool that she took it in.
And I was screaming the Allman Brothers. And she was
you
good
were.
about it. Yeah, both Kathleen Turner and KT Sullivan dug it. So we'll be there again, but I want to go back to the studio because that's where this song is right now. So we're in the studio and doing our stuff, and we're all in our own separate booths with glass so we can see each other with our cans on. And something happened to Marcus's microphone that needed some tending to.
So I just started
of
grooving
course.
on something. She recognized what I was grooving on, started singing along to it, and as any good engineer does, the little red light was on. And then Marcus came in and heard it later and said, "Wait, I want to sing on that." So he and I did a version of it,
Right.
like an hour later.
You're
after
missing
doing
the best
another-
part.
The best part.
Now we have to point him out, okay? Because, go ahead, to say something.
Well, this is the thing. You know, I came in and I heard her singing the tune, and it wasn't really so much. I love being in the studio, and I love being creative and producing. And I came in and I said to these guys, I said, "Hey, this is great, but you know what we should do? If anybody knows about the Frank Sinatra duets CD, the very first duet CD that was a major, major hit, Frank and the singers never met. They never sang together. So his pieces were all recorded alone, and then the singers, his duet partners, came in and recorded their parts alone. So I said, look, you know what we're going to do? Let's run the whole tune again. Sean and I will record the whole tune. And then let's sit with the engineer and kind of piece it together and figure out how this is going to go."
So it ends up being a duet. But the problem is, and
Yeah, we didn't record it to a click. There was no metronome or anything, so I had to kind of remember where I was. But it's there's muscle memory involved.
wait a minute, it's more than muscle memory, okay? I don't play an
Try to skim
instrument.
over this part.
And-
Let them buy the record and they'll.
And sure as shit don't play like him. But it's an hour later, an hour's worth of other music, and he goes back in and sits for a second, hears what he did with me, he says, "Turn it off," and then he plays not only the feeling, which is really great, but the timing, and Marcus sings it all the way through, and it was so spot on what he'd done an hour before, and then even more inspired that the engineer got to put it together as a duet. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, this is Sean Harkness.
Again.
That's a big deal, and we're lucky as shit. Now, we're gonna do it as a duet. The engineer isn't here to punish us.
And we
so-
never know how we're going to do it. It changes with every show because we didn't record it together. That's the fun of it. We just kind of take it back and forth.
Okay, set that code, so.
Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news.
Your mama may, and your papa may, but God bless a child that's got his own, that's got his own. A rich relation they may give you, crust of bread and such. Go on and help yourself, but don't take too much.
Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. When you've got money, you got lots of friends. They crowd around your door.
And that money's good and all your spending ends, they don't come around no more. Rich relation they may give you a crust of bread and such.
You can help yourself, but don't take too much.
Your mama, she may,
Papa, he may have,
but God bless a child that's got his own.
that's got his own. Mama man.
Ooh, Papa man.
But God bless the child it's got his own.
It's got his own. That's fun. Yeah, because I can't sing this song on that side. Okay, hold on, here you go. Okay, now I know who I am. Okay, here we go.
I love this room. How about this room? Isn't this room awesome?
This is a great room,
It's like
right?
being in your living room. It's so cool.
But a little cleaner.
Yeah, well, we just got to get used to the spatial.
We would like to collectively thank Arnaldo and Steve for inviting us here. This is, it's not my first time directing here or even teaching in this beautiful space, but it's my first time doing a show, and I love it. I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. Is this your first time doing
Yes.
Pangea too? Not you. No. All right. He's an old pro. No, please. He's been everywhere. Thank you guys. And Mark, thank you so much. Lights, sound. Oh, yes, tip well. It's a lovely thing to do. Said the career waitress. Okay. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, Lina. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean Harkness. Okay. Something heartfelt.
What was the movie this week?
A Star is Born.
A beautiful ballad. And will lift your spirits.
Stop that.
You're killing me, baby, with the things you do. You put me in the ground before we're through. Burning up
yeah, yeah. You've been out all night, digging my grave. You've been out all night, digging my grave. Digging my, 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 digging my grave. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
We were gonna do that thing where you go outside, you go across the street, and you have a cigarette, and you guys are like, but then we come back and you might be gone. So
I can barely get to the spot. I have to sing each song, and I can't sing unless you're in the middle.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay,
great.
yeah.
I was switching again.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for
We
coming.
leave you with this.
What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?
It's too late now. Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. And I'll try not to sing out of key.
I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away?
Does it worry you?
How do I feel at the end of the day?
Are you sad because you're on your own?
No, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Do you believe in a love at first sight?
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but I know it's mine.
I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody?
Good
Thank you
night,
so much.
everybody.
Good night.